The Zephyrian Galactic Empire had conquered 17 star systems without breaking a sweat. Their massive dreadnoughts, each the size of a small moon, had reduced civilizations to cosmic dust with their quantum disruptors. The Empire's reputation preceded them across the galaxy like a dark shadow, and species would surrender at the mere sight of their distinctive obsidian hulls. Commander Thakmor stood on the bridge of the flagship Eternal Dominion, his 4 eyes gleaming with anticipation. Today, they would encounter a new species from a backwater system called Sol. Intelligence reports suggested these humans had barely achieved faster-than-light travel and possessed primitive weapons that fired metal projectiles. It would be another easy conquest. "Sir, we're detecting 3 human vessels approaching," reported Navigation Officer Zexka, her tentacles dancing over holographic controls. "They appear to be quite small." Thakmor's mandibles clicked in amusement. The human ships were indeed tiny compared to his fleet, barely the size of his personal shuttle. Their hulls looked cobbled together from scrap metal, adorned with colorful markings and what appeared to be graffiti. "Open a communication channel," Thakmor commanded. "Let's get this surrender over with." The main screen flickered to life, revealing a human male with graying hair and laugh lines around his eyes. He wore a faded jacket covered in patches, and behind him, Thakmor could see what looked like a cramped, chaotic bridge filled with jury-rigged equipment and coffee cups. "Well, howdy there, big fella," the human said with a grin. "I'm Captain Rodriguez of the merchant vessel Lucky Strike. You folks sure know how to make an entrance." Thakmor blinked his 4 eyes in confusion. This wasn't the trembling fear he'd expected. "I am Commander Thakmor of the Zephyrian Empire. You will surrender immediately or face annihilation." Captain Rodriguez chuckled, and turned to someone off-screen. "Hey, Martinez, come look at this guy. He's got 4 eyes and he's trying to sound all scary." Another human appeared, this one younger with oil-stained coveralls. "Wow, that's a big ship. Think they're compensating for something?" The bridge erupted in human laughter. Thakmor's scales flushed purple with indignation. "Silence. Your pathetic vessels will be destroyed if you do not." "Pathetic," Rodriguez interrupted, still grinning. "Buddy, these ships have been held together with duct tape and stubbornness for the past 30 years. They've survived black holes, solar flares, and my ex-wife's cooking. What makes you think some fancy laser show is gonna scare us?" On the second human ship, another voice crackled through the calm Rodriguez. "Is this guy for real? Did he just threaten us with his moon-sized compensation machine?" "I think he did, Jackson. Should we show him the thing?" "Oh, definitely the thing." Thakmor watched in bewilderment as the 3 human ships suddenly separated. Not into smaller vessels, but into hundreds of tiny components. What he had thought were 3 ships were actually massive swarms of individual craft, each no bigger than a fighter but working in perfect coordination. "You see," Rodriguez explained casually as his ship dissolved into a cloud of mechanical wasps, "humans don't really do the whole big impressive warship thing. We prefer quantity over quality. Each of these little beauties is piloted by someone who learned to fly by racing shopping carts downhill as kids." The swarm began to move, not in the orderly formations Thakmor expected, but in chaotic patterns that somehow made perfect sense. They zipped around his dreadnoughts like insects, too small and fast to target effectively. "The thing about humans," came another voice from the swarm, "is that we've been underdogs our entire evolutionary history. Big scary predators? We invented pointy sticks. Ice Age? We invented clothes. Galactic empires? We invented really, really annoying guerrilla tactics." Thakmor's weapons officer looked up helplessly. "Sir, they're too small and erratic to lock onto. Our quantum disruptors are designed for capital ship combat. Plus," Rodriguez added cheerfully, "we've got something your empire probably never encountered before: spite. Pure, concentrated human spite mixed with caffeine and bad decisions." As if to prove his point, several of the tiny ships began attaching themselves to the Empire's hulls, their pilots laughing maniacally over the comm channels. Thacmore stared at his tactical display as his mighty fleet was slowly being covered by what amounted to metallic barnacles piloted by giggling primates. Perhaps, he said slowly, we could discuss terms? The human laughter grew louder.